Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Jason Goldsworthy. And as you can see, we're in a new space here, which is a good space to work. This video is about how do you get attuned with the spirit world. Now, this question was asked to me on YouTube, so I said any questions or that you'd like to be answered on YouTube, I will answer to the best of my ability. So yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to the YouTube channel. If you enjoy what I'm doing, don't forget to like this video, and if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please do. So let's get on to the way. Getting attuned to the spirit world. How do we do it? Now, there are many people that have their different ways of attuning to spirit, but the definition of it is really it's getting in touch with that eternal part of yourself as a person. So we have like the physical person, but we also have that eternal part, that spirit part of who we are. And what we do, we let that eternal part rise up and become empowered. Right, so this is what sitting in the power is. It's like you sit in the power of empowering yourself. So you first of all get in touch with that eternal part of your soul, that spirit of who you are. Then you empower it by imagining it or seeing it or feeling it, that it really gets bigger. And then you imagine it moving into your aura and creating a strong aura. Now then, the next step is inviting spirit world in. And when you invite the spirit world in, it's like then feeling, perceiving that connection with the spirit world as strong as possible. And an attunement is when you draw the spirit world closer in that empowerment that you've done, what I've just explained, which is getting into touch with the eternal self, empowering yourself into your aura, and then calling spirit world closer, asking them to join you. Now, when we're practicing before we make contacts for other people, what we do in this attunement is we get in touch with our own loved ones, inspirers, or guides, so that we're connecting to the spirit world in an active way. And in doing this, we're learning to feel the strength of that attunement. And that is what brings us confidence within our mediumship. So sitting in the power is basically sitting with your attunement of yourself, your own self, that eternal self, that soul of who you are, empowering that into your aura, and sitting like that. But with that aspect of attunement is when we call the spirit world in. So when we call the spirit world in, let's say we're doing this so that we can be a good demonstrating medium, or we want to be a good private sitting medium, or we want to build that confidence. When we do this and we sit in those moments every day with our own loved ones or with our guides, then what we're doing is we're creating a strength and connection, which we call that active attunement. So that is what we want to do. If you're enjoying what I'm saying, don't forget to like it. Please put your comments in here. Let me know you're here. It's nice to have a bit of interaction, so welcome. So that's if you're attuning yourself every day on your own, right? Then that eternal self, that soul of who you are, you're empowering it, and you're holding that attunement with the spirit world. So it's not that you're just, oh, I can see them. No, you're calling them in closer, where you can really feel them, like with the strength of knowing that they're there. And if you do that, then you really create a very strong connection, and that very strong connection is called the attunement. And it's attuning. What you're doing is you're attuning to that frequency of the spirit world actively. Now, a lot of people sit in the power and they connect to the God force, or they'll connect to something else. But when you connect in this way in attunement, when sitting in the power on your own, this will increase that strength of the connection that you have with the spirit world. So you'll recognize them quicker, you'll bring through information quicker, you'll know you've got a connection with them, and you'll have more confidence just by doing this daily practice. Now, attuning yourself for demonstrating or private sittings is similar, but it's also connecting to like your eternal self, that soul of who you are, empowering it, seeing it, bringing it up and backwards, but also feeling in your aura behind you, where's the spirit world, but empowering that aura first. So really it's about creating the strength in that aura, right? The more stronger that you can perceive your aura in front of you is easy, because most of our lives we are dealing with life and everything's in front of us. Our eyes, our nose, our ears are pointed forward. So everything we're perceiving is in front of us. But when the back of us, we need to get that aura as strong as possible so that we can perceive the spirit world when they come in, on whatever side they come in with us, or whether they come straight behind us. So the empowerment of the aura is important when you're getting ready for your demonstration. And then you call the spirit world to you, and remember the empowerment that you have. So you're raising your energy up, you're there, the spirit world come in, whoever turns up, you say, am I seeing them? Am I feeling them? Am I hearing them? Am I can I smell any scent with them? However, am I hearing them? So however you're perceiving it, that's the first thing that you're going to begin when you're working. Now, somewhere along the time, when you get into like doing demonstrating like to 1 hour, 1.5 hours, you're going to find that your energy goes up and down. You might think, oh, I feel that I'm in the link, and I feel that I'm not in the link. Well, normally that's when the mental mind comes in, and you think, oh, I can't quite feel I'm in the link. So what you do, take a drink of water, and then remember that strongest feeling you had when you had that strongest connection with the spirit world. What does that do? It brings you back into that attunement with the spirit world, strong, just as strong as you started with, and then you can continue your demonstration. And it's the same if you're doing a private sitting. You may be doing a private sitting, or you may be working in circles, and you feel that your energy is like you've got this connection with spirit, and then it drops, and you think, I've dropped out, and just breathe, and then you'll feel the attunement again as strong as possible. Because when you remember the strongest attunement you've, so yeah, I'm sorry about this YouTube failing of a connection. There's a gremlin on the line. But remember, when attuning, remember again what we're talking about is you've got to hold that connection with spirit. And when you hold that connection with spirit with your belief now, things that can make your attunement stronger are that belief that it will work, that belief in yourself, that connection is stronger, that breathing in and out, and extending your light, believing in yourself is building on that attunement, making it stronger, believing in your capabilities to bring spirit closer and to be that best that you can be for spirit. All these things can do. So we're talking about the connection, right, with spirit, and YouTube's doing this specially for us. Like, everyone popped off and now everyone's coming back. So this is it. It's believing that you can do it, holding on to that connection with the spirit world. And the main focus you have is the most important thing you have is with the spirit world when they're coming through. Hold that connection like it's, you know, you're bringing through someone, a loved one for somebody. You're bringing through the people that are very important, that have something to say. And that has to be the most important thing on your mind when you're doing this attunement. And when you're doing it for private sittings, like I said, if the energy drops and you feel like you're losing connection, just remember, what was it like that strong connection with the spirit world, and you will regain that connection just as strong if you take a sip of water and remember it. So these little tips I'd like to give you. If anyone's got any questions that they'd like to ask me about attunement, or if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask me about mediumship, please don't forget to put it in here, or in the comments, and let me know. There's a weekend workshop. There's a few spaces. Okay, so this coming weekend, I'm just reading. There's a workshop called The Essence of Mediumship, and that's a good one at the moment that's coming up. And the essence is also going to be about the attunement. It's also going to be about that shift of consciousness. But remember this: when we attune to the spirit world, we blend our spirit consciousness with the spirit world, not our mind, our spirit consciousness, that eternal self. That is the strong attunement that we have with the spirit world. And when you can remember that and you can believe in that, then you can do that. Now, I'm just seeing a question from a lady here. How do you detune? So once you've worked with the spirit world and you have attuned to the spirit world, once you've done, at that moment when it happens, your chakras fire up completely, your energy explodes, because you are connecting with a frequency of energy that's higher than yours. And then what do? You actually need to say, okay, now it's time to calm down. So once you've worked with the spirit world, you bring your energy back, you take breaths and you breathe downwards to the earth, just letting go of all that energy, because a lot of people get hyper after working. I do, and they get hyper after working with the spirit world. But afterwards, just remember to eat something that grounds you, drink something, and then just ground yourself in the moment. And when you're grounding yourself, you're just letting go of excess energy that you no longer need. And in that way, you're just closing yourself down, bringing yourself down to the way you are with this. So I would just like to thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me on this attunement. If you were going to get attuned to healing, it's different. You want to connect to that divine energy. That's the attunement you want to hold. You want to be able to hold that divine energy and that divine energy and healing. That's different. Then you're going to attune your aura. You're going to move your energy up to the divine God force, or what you believe in, and you're going to bring that universal energy through you. If you're going to do it for demonstrating, you want to be connecting on the spirit world and that frequency of communication. That's what we want to be bringing through. And I promise you, if you do this, this is going to really improve your mediumship. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please like the channel, or like this video, and don't remember to share it if you feel like sharing it. And it would be really good to see you next week for the next one. And I've really enjoyed talking to you, and please keep those questions coming. So I wish you a fantastic day, and look forward to seeing you on my Facebook group, Mediumship and Beyond, or seeing you on Instagram, or wherever I see you. It's nice to stay in contact, especially in these times. Have a wonderful day, and see you again soon.